Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, our brother from another mother, extraordinaire, millionaire extraordinaire, Junior Anthony. Junior, what's up? Oh, not even medical. Oh, can't hear you. I'm 15 if you want to be exact. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect, guys. So cool. Wow, what an event. I'm almost done. You almost come home and relax. So close. What? It's been so amazing. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that came here to Mexico with us. There's a lot of you guys how many of you guys flew out today or yesterday with your hands? All right. Okay, so I see Orit flew out today or yesterday. Okay, I guess that's just Orit. Yeah. Wow.
And a lot of other people did too.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So very cool. We've covered a lot of things. We learned a lot of things. What was one takeaway that you guys got from the event? A quick takeaway.
I know I heard that before, but every time I hear it again, it just makes my belief in myself stronger. Where all those people that made it, the speakers, those multimillionaires that are making millions. What was she making? $1 million a month?
Yeah, Krista, she in 5 years, she's made $55 million in the past 5. How many of you guys in the past 5 years would love to make 50 million? She made Garonis. How many of those left? Right? No, this is what you guys need to understand, right? It's really important that you guys understand this. If you've never met or never spoken or never got insight from someone that has made that, how do you expect to make it yourself? Now, I'm not talking about just, oh yeah, I'll see that person, I'll buy that person's course. No, I'm talking about genuinely someone willing to pour into you to help you, right? And that was the entire intention behind this entire event. Like, we have multimillionaires take the stage and give people just like you insight into how you guys can not only perform better, but have the life that you guys all desire. And I'm so grateful that a lot of you guys took this opportunity, right? Because opportunity, as far as I know, opportunities doesn't come knocking on your door every single day, right? It just doesn't, right? And in fact, the less opportunities that you take, the less opportunities that you have. And if you keep saying no to opportunities, you're not going to have any opportunities to say yes. I would applaud every single one of you guys that actually showed up, took your life, your story, your situation into your own hands. And I applaud you guys. Now, I'm going to teach a class about something that we covered last week, if you guys don't mind, because it was a perfect story. Absolute perfect story. And this story began 12 months ago, right? Literally about 12 months ago to the day. 12 months ago, I had an event called the Story Life Family Growth Reunion. How many of you guys have ever heard of that? Story Life Family Growth Reunion? Yeah. So about 12 months ago, I had this grand event, first ever time at this hotel in Mexico. Absolutely, I loved how this hotel was. I loved it so much that I felt shame not being able to actually show it to the people that I claim that I want to help. Then I'm seeing wonders, I'm seeing abundance. I should also want to be able to share it with the people that I'm working, right? Not just share it with, which is what most people do, not just share it with my wife or my kids or my mom or my dad or my uncle, my aunt or my dad. No, but share with the people that I am truly called to serve, which would be the people like Trying and Orid and Abigail and Jackie and Maya and Isla and Corey and all these other people, Jacob and all these people that actually show up. I made a decision to really have each and every one of you guys experience this because I know that I never had an experience like this. I know that many people never had an experience like this. Now, just for some clarification and not clarification, just for another person's point of view, Miss Jackie, you've been to some really nice places. Affiliate marketing is just something that you enjoy doing. You've made millions of dollars, millions of real estate. Did I say that or no?
Yeah. Real estate investing, yes.
Right. So you made millions of dollars as real estate investments. Right. And when you stepped foot in this location, what was your comments to me?
I was blown away. This place is phenomenal.
I've been to some beautiful places all over the world. I've seen some beautiful things most of my adult life. And this place, this resort is bar none. And like I said, I've been to some beautiful resorts, but the service, the level of service, the beauty, you're just entrenched in the middle of nature, and it is so beautiful. It's so fresh. It's so crisp. It's just I can't even describe it, Junior. I just want to thank you for exposing us and introducing us to this much beauty.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So again, like I said, I came here the first time. I was wow. Like I've never experienced something like this before, and I wish that other people would be able to share these things with me. So what do I do? My only natural response. The people that I say that I'm called to serve, I want to make sure that I find a way to help them afford a hotel like this. It's about $1,000 a night, right? How many of you guys with your current job, type in the chat, how many guys with your current job can afford $1,000 a night hotel? Not too many, right? We work an entire week just to make $1,000, spend one night in a hotel in math. So I had to really figure out a way how I can make people a crap ton of money with affiliate marketing where they can come with me and enjoy all this wonder. And we've been able to do a great job of it. Thank God. Thank every one of you guys that are super dedicated and committed to make it work. And most importantly, again, thank God. Last year, we decided again to let this be the first event that we're throwing. And it's been 2 years since this one particular person who has changed his life completely from a broke farmer to a millionaire in his country. It's been 2 years since he's been working with us, and he is yet to be able to actually experience any of the events because he's Jamaican, he can't come to America, and all these other things. So then when I made the opportunity of coming to Mexico available, he jumped on it right there immediately. He was so excited. In fact, I've never seen anyone more excited. In fact, I was so excited because he was so excited. I was like, holy crap, right? This is so cool. So it was time to buy his flights. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I ain't no travel agent. All right. To find a flight from Jamaica to Mexico, to me, it was a challenge. I had to write down calculation. How many guys ever calculated flights before? Not about the money of the flights, right? But I'm talking about the time and the days and layovers and the connections and this, all these things, calculating things to the mining. How many guys ever actually did that before? With their hands. That shit is exhausting. So I literally had to find, okay, which airlines fly to Cancun, right? Had to go through a process of elimination. Okay, great. This one airline that flies to Cancun. Oh, wow. Okay, this one airline is also in Jamaica. Great. What is the middle point? Where is the meeting point between this Jamaica and that Cancun? We found out there was this place called Panama City. So what we did was instead of having this person go through the entire US process, so how many guys are like, holy shit, this is a lot of work so far? With their hands? A lot of fun. So instead of us, going through the regular process with the US and taking the United flight or American Airlines flight and coming to Mexico, right? We had to do this weird thing where when we're talking about Omar, we had to get Omar to go from Jamaica to Panama City and then have a flight from Panama City to Cancun. And then you have to have a return flight because you can't go to Mexico without a return flight. Then you have to have a return flight from Cancun to Panama City and then Panama City back to Jamaica. It was a whole mess. But Omar was committed. Omar was determined. In fact, Omar borrowed from the bank of Junior Anthony. It's like $8,000. How many guys ever borrowed from the bank of Junior Anthony? Okay, a few of you guys. Don't make it a habit. So Omar pretty much put 8 grand down on the flights and everything. And the day of the event came. It was so cool. I started seeing everyone's beautiful faces. Right. Some people came early. Remember we were hanging out with Trang. It was so fun. We are hanging out with Marie, right? It was so fun. Abigail and her brother, right? This is when we really didn't even know Abigail as well. Everything was so cool. And then I got a call. In fact, I got a message. I got a message from How many of you guys ever received a message that made your heart jump, like drop? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Guys, my heart literally dropped when I seen this message. Omar sent me a message saying that he's being deported. Jamaica is not letting him into the country. He's being deported. I'm sorry, Mexico's not letting him into the country. He's being deported. Omar just dropped $7,000, $7,000 on this event. And now Mexico is saying, hey, not even Mexico, the government, the whoever, is literally saying, hey, Omar, fuck you, but we don't want you in our country. So it was 12 o'clock. I remember that night because everyone, our butlers, the event coordinator, they all told me, Junior, don't go. That's stupid, right? Do not go to the airport. And we went in at 12 o'clock in the morning. The personal taxi should have 84. Then you drove all the way to Kinclear, about an hour and a half. What I need, getting in contact with the, what do they call people that
Immigration.
getting in contact with immigration in Mexico is horrible. There's literally a freaking hole in the wall with a red button. Well, not a red button, a red phone, right? Yeah. And literally it's like a red phone. Red phone. And then you literally have to pick it up, press one, and pull that solid piece. How did I know this whole thing of the grand phone? Right? We sit literally 3 hours. Not an hour, not 30 minutes, 3 hours. If not more. We came back in the morning. We're waiting at this embassy, right? Calling, and no one is helping us. In fact, hopefully I don't get anyone in trouble. A few people were like, hey, Junior, or hey, dude, pay us $1,000, right? Pay us $1,000 and we're going to go get Omar from the back room and we're going to get him into the country, right? Skip past embassy and all that stuff. And I'm like, hey, $1,000. I think I can do this. This sounds cool. Okay, if I pay $1,000, I get to get Omar. How do you guys think that that's a great idea? Pay $1,000, get to get Omar from the embassy from Jamaica. He paid like $7,000 to be there. How you guys?
Yeah,
I
think it's a good idea.
Did they speak to you
Well,
in English or Spanish?
he actually said that in Spanish and I had a translator. So long story short, guys, whenever anyone from the airport offers you to do things for you for money,
No.
Don't do it.
don't
been there. Don't do it.
don't do it.
Rich
Um,
people want.
So really great. Like all these things happened. It was such a mess. And before we knew it, Omar was texting me saying that he's boarding the flight, the very next flight in the morning, going back to Panama City. And he's going to have to get straight back and go back to Jamaica. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is there any way that we can get Omar a new flight from Panama City back to Jamaica after they deported him? Apparently no, because they actually confiscated his passport. We tried so many different things. And honestly, to tell you the truth, it was so heartbreaking for me. I know exactly how hard Omar works. I know his situation. I know his story. And it was just so heartbreaking for me, knowing that he put forth his best effort and outside sources stopped him. Fast forward. We booked Omar a flight on the 7th of August. How many of you guys were alive for the 7th of August? With your hands. Everyone's hands should be wiggling. I hope every one of you guys were alive August 7th. That was a few days ago, right? So everyone was up and kicking, doing all these things. And I'm at this situation on this point stressing because guess what? Omar just paid about $8,000 to repeat this entire process to come back to Mexico because he did not want to miss this year's Satori Live event. How many of you guys feel like you would not even try? And be honest, how many of you guys feel like you wouldn't even try? All right. And just remember this, right? Because this is pretty much what I want to talk to you guys about. Because a lot of you guys want to have success. But the problem is this one thing that's stopping you guys from having success. And I'll get to that in a few. Let me go back to the story. So on the 7th of August, and mind you, we prepped this at least 2-3 weeks in advance. Omar, he found a way where he can enter the US, thought it was a connection flight and blah. Great. 7th of August, he goes to the airport in Jamaica and he went to the line. You know what happened, guys? Type in the chat. What do you think happened? He went to get checked in. What do you think happened? Fill in my story.
Mrs. Play.
They turned him away.
They
No,
overbooked the flight, no seat.
no flight, no seat. He got sent back, flight canceled, couldn't get in, turned him away, wrong passport. They turned him. He couldn't get on. He got turned back. His passport wasn't valid. He got detained. No flight going out. Okay. So Omar went on the 7th of August, only to find out that although he went to, unfortunately, do COVID vaccines and all this other stuff, apparently Omar wasn't allowed to even enter America airspace. He didn't even have a visa, not even on a connecting flight. So Omar missed that flight. And guess what we had to do again? On the 8th of August, the very next day, we booked him a brand new flight. Omar was like, okay, good. You know what? Oh, Junior, I'm going to make a lot of money. Let me borrow from the bank of Junior Anthony and let's get another flight. I'm going to make it here. I'm going to be in Mexico. There is nothing stopping me from getting to Mexico. So Omar says, okay, great. Let's book a new flight. We're going to do the same exact thing. Go to Panama. We're going to get this done. So the 8th of August comes now. Omar goes back to his airport. What do you think happens? He's checking in. What do you guys think happens? Type it in the chat. Goes back to the airport. Right? At this time, he's good because he's doing video calls, showing people in a group chat that he's in the airport right now. Super excited. What do you think happened? Turn him away. He's allowed to go. At least Phyllis is positive. He's allowed to go. Yes. Omar is screwed. Right? Valerie says flights are overbooked again. Right? Charles says she was able to go on. Kevin says success. Bill says so rejected. Suzette said he made more money, which he did. Grace said he was allowed. Jessica still had troubles. Yes, guys, he still had trouble. Because even though now he had a flight, there was one problem. His return flight was from Cancun to Panama City to Cayman Island to Jamaica. And apparently, Omar needs a visa to enter the Cayman Island. So we're at the register right now. I'm literally in the middle of eating breakfast. I'm getting this call. I'm like, holy shit, this can't be happening. Like, how many of you guys would be so stressed right now? With your hands up, you would be so stressed, right? So stressed. Like running around like a chicken without a head. I literally left my breakfast, right? I literally left my breakfast on the table. We had to run to my room, right? Just so that we can get the credit cards so we can pay for the new flight. What do you think happened when we paid for the new flight so that he can get on that plane? No flights available, overbooked. He made it. It finally went through. He made it, finally made it. More challenges. Yes, Wendy, more challenges. See, everyone is waiting for the positive of the story. Everyone here is waiting. Okay, Junior, why are you telling me this story if Omar is going through all these problems right now? But this is what you don't realize about your life. Your life is not going to be a walk in the park. Your struggles are not going to be a walk in the park. You moving from where you are right now to where you want to be is not going to be a walk in the park. You are going to have things that happen that's going to deter you. Funny story. They closed the gate 2 minutes after we sent Omar the confirmation for the new flight. After we tried our credit card, we tried our cards, the cards wouldn't go through. Literally, none of my cards would go through. I had to go through PayPal. The internet shut off. Then we had to restart everything. It was so much chaos. So much chaos. In fact, I even bought the wrong flight because it was such chaos. Even though I bought the wrong flight where I bought a flight that was too early for him to fly back. And everything is good. We have everything, paperwork for Omar, everything. So make sure you can go through immigration. They wouldn't let him on the plane. They would not let Omar on the plane. Omar, the gate is closed. You have to go home. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, you have a flight? Guess what? How many of you guys ever booked a flight and booked like a round trip flight? And if you miss one leg of the flight, then both flights are canceled automatically. Like the return flight is canceled. How many of you guys ever experienced that shit? That is the freaking worst. So now I'm just like, oh my gosh, we've literally spent at this point probably like over $5,000 just on flights. We're like, holy shit, this is, yes, Grace, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare, right? First, he'll give money back. Come on. And at that point, Omar did what most people would do. What do you think Omar did? Guys, time in the chat. What do you think Omar did? Omar, unmute yourself. Tell them what you did. After this, the flight didn't go through. We missed the flight by literally 2 minutes.
I told you
What did you
forget. I told you to forget about the whole thing. I don't think this shit is gonna work because it just keep happening over and over and over and over, and it is fucking embarrassing. Excuse my language, guys, but that's how I felt when I was talking to him. I was ranting, venting, and I'm saying, enough is enough.
Wow,
And
okay.
even if I keep saying that, the only thing I keep hearing from Judah is, "Yeah, I heard you, but you're boarding the flight tomorrow, Omar. All right, so you're gonna board the flight tomorrow." Bro, forget about the whole thing. I'm saying I'm not gonna go nowhere. It's okay, Omar. I understand. But guess what? We're looking about a flight for you, and you're boarding the plane tomorrow. And all I did is just shut up. And only thing I could say, when? That's all I asked. When? Because a little voice came back in and said, hey, what is it that you're gonna lose? What if you can spend 24 hours with your mentor, person that changes your life? Those were the little silent voices that started flickering around. And I came to this sudden calm. I don't know where it came from, but it just, and I said, when? And I shut and just let everything take its course.
So Omar had a small moment of doubt. And every one of us have this. Every single person of everyone in here has this. How many of you guys in here has that thing when things just does not work for us? We sit down and we're like, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe it's just too much. It's too much pressure. It's too much work. It's too much anxiety. It's too much pain. It's too much embarrassment, too much shame. I know what it feels like because I've been there as well. I've been there. I've probably been there more than any one of you guys. And the one thing I'm going to give Omar credit for is he did not allow himself to sink in that shit, because most people would. Most people will fall into their defeat. So I go and I book his flight for the very next day, right? I went and booked this flight for the very next day. I had to change all of his other flights and all this chaos. It was fucking nuts. It was nuts. Literally, every flight that he had, we had to change it. Every single flight. Even the last, it was crazy because, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I was rushing before where I ended up buying the wrong flight, the wrong return flight. So we had to change all those things as well. But nonetheless, I bought him a flight for the 9th, right? The 7th of August was his original date when he was supposed to fly. Problem then. The 8th of August, when he was supposed to fly again. Problem then. The 9th of August, when we just booked his flights, and Omar showed up to the airport. What do you think happened? Guys, type in the chat. What do you think happened? Phyllis boarded the flight, got on the plane. They let him on the flight, forgot his passport. Everything worked out. He got in. He was allowed to leave. Another issue. He got on his flight. Guys, yes. Omar got on his flight, guys. Guys, give it up to Omar. He got on his flight. But hold on. But just because I said he got on his flight didn't mean that I said that he was allowed to leave the country. Think about what I just said. Just because I said he got on his flight, he was able to check in, does not mean he was allowed to leave his country. Omar boarded, got in his flight, did check in an hour before departure time. Again, guys, nothing great in life comes easy. It's not all about that microwavable success. Omar got on his flight, sat down in his plane. Come to find out, his flight got delayed by 2 hours, then 3, then 5 hours. Then later that night, Omar texts me or calls me and tells me, Junior, the flight is canceled. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? You checked in to the flight. How is the flight canceled? Why? What the hell is going on? Like at this time, guys, I'm telling you guys from now, I'm fucking pissed. But I have an event to run, so I have to try to smile. But I'm fucking irritated. How many of you guys would be irritated right now? Type in the chat. Yeah, I would be bothered. Okay? I was super extremely bothered. So we called Copa Air. We called his airlines Copa. We spoke to Omar. Apparently, the people at the Jamaican airport wasn't paying the workers, so all the workers went on fucking strike the day that Omar is supposed to fly out. Ain't that some shit? So I'm here sitting like, yo, what did I do? God, what did I do? I thought me and you were friends, God. What's going on? Come on. Like, why? What the hell is going on? Yes, Paul, it's like I take 2 steps forward and another 3 steps backwards. They took Omar's information and never told Omar when his flight was supposed to be. So apparently Omar had a flight for the very next day on the 10th of August. But if Omar didn't know about the flight, do you think Omar would have took it? So what do you think happened then? All right. Omar missed his flight. Goodness gracious. This is freaking crazy. How many of you guys think that this shit is craziness? How many of you guys feel like this has to be some made up shit right now? This is not real. This has to be some glitch in the universe, glitch in the matrix, whatever. This is absolutely bonkers. Bad juju, right? Carmen says that's a real voodoo stuff. While in the middle of the event, I had Evelise go and call Copa Airlines to go figure out Omar's situation. Okay, great. He missed his flight. Cool beans. We get him on a flight on the 11th at 12 in the morning. He goes to his flight at 12 in the morning. What do you think happens then? Delayed. And we got a bunch of people that's just, damn, Omar ain't making this flight. Like, this shit is not meant for Omar. Finally, it all worked out. He finally gets to it and get in, overbooked, another log in the road. He gets his flight, another fuck up. Hopefully, he gets on the plane. I'm hoping it worked this time. I can't imagine. Does he finally get, guys, he actually checked in, right? He was able to check in. One of the biggest things I tell people all the time is whenever you're making moves, don't tell people about your moves. So I didn't hear from Omar for about the next 12 hours, not knowing what the fuck is going on. I actually had to call Copa Airlines to figure out if Omar got into the fucking flight. I didn't know. And the very next thing, while I'm sitting at a restaurant, a beautiful 9-course restaurant with some of the gorillas that came to the event, I got a message that looked like this. And at this moment, I knew Omar was in Mexico. Boarding the bus.
Yeah.
He was in Mexico boarding the bus. Got through immigration, no problem. Got all of his flights with no delays. And he is an hour away from the hotel. Omar's probably there crying right now. Omar, now that you came to this event and you've only been here for 2 days, you've been able to experience the yacht mastermind. You've been to experience a few days with us. You just went out with us today. Omar, unmute yourself. What are your thoughts? How do you feel?
Bro, I'm just out of this world. I feel like I'm in paradise within paradise. Thank you so much.
Sorry. You guys have to understand. Omar went through such a period of difficulties, And most people will be deterred. Most people will quit. Most people will run away because that's what we're taught to do. That is what's normal for us. That is the easiest road, the road of less resistance for us. By the grace of God, I was there for Omar. And Omar was also there for himself. And now Omar could experience something he's never experienced in his life. Omar could take the steps to change the things in his life. But my question to you is, would Omar be where he is right now if he gave up? Omar, take them on a tour. Show them your room.
Here it is, guys. This is the bed right here, all by myself. And this is the TV. These are the pictures, Junior. The pictures that we took at the thing today. They send it
Right.
tomorrow, so it just keeps sliding through. So that's what we see.
He got a slide on his TVs of pictures he just took.
This is the bathroom here, and the jacuzzi is there.
Bathroom, jacuzzi.
I left it filled this morning and they emptied for me. I didn't even remember about it. Sorry, guys. And then the bathroom here. It's like double head shower. So you can either use that one or you can use the one in the corner. We have the toilets out there. And then the closet is right here. So you can put stuff. Everything is here, basically. And it's where you can spend the time, meditate and what. Yeah. One more thing. And this is the balcony, guys.
Look at that balcony. Look at that view.
It's a bit dark out here right now. That's the reason. And then that's the pool.
Look at the pool. Oh, Omar, show them that pool.
There it is.
How beautiful that is. Look at how much abundance Omar has been able to experience.
Thank you again, bro. Thank you so much.
So my message to you guys today, there are going to be moments when you are going to want to give up. There are going to be moments. I have these moments every freaking day of my life where I want to give up on things. But do I? No, I don't. It would have been so much easier for Omar to say, hey, you know what? I'll just go to the event virtually. So much easier. That's not what Omar did. So if I had to leave you guys one message tonight, I want to use the cliche statement. Do not stop 3 feet short from gold. Do not stop 3 feet short from gold. All right. Keep going. Keep pushing yourself. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go into the Monday class discussions section on Circle. And I want you guys to write in the chat a moment where you felt with all of your heart that you stopped 3 feet away from gold. And it breaks your heart thinking about it every single day and what you wish that desired outcome would look like for you. So again, I want you to describe a moment where you stopped 3 feet short from gold and what outcome you were looking forward to if you had chose to keep going. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed class tonight. Thank you guys so much. Based on a true story, obviously Omar's right here. And now he's in Jamaica. And now he's in Mexico. I was gonna say Jamaica. Right now he's in Mexico. Omar right now is a living testament, a living proof that consistency, persistence, determination, commitment, these are the things that will attract success into your life. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for your times. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming to our class on a random Monday night. I appreciate you guys and everyone that had orientation with me today. I know that we momentarily postponed you guys. We'll get you guys booked up in the calendar so you can make sure that we give you guys exactly what you guys need so you can have the super awesome success that you see within the community. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for your time again, and I'll see you guys later. All right, take care.
Thank you so much, Junior.
Thank you, teacher.